We finally got the long-awaited trailer for the second season of the brilliant The Last of Us series. This time the story will focus on events from the second game. The trailer gives us a few key hints about what to expect in the upcoming season. The first scene likely depicts a journey to Seattle. We see abandoned stores, and in the background, a stalker sneaking around. Next, we get a close-up of Joel's iconic watch, which in the game appears in the scene where Ellie reminisces about him. Then we see a cemetery. Although the camera focuses on a firefly's pendant, there's a chance that Joel's grave is nearby. Another scene shows the day Joel prepares a surprise for Ellie's birthday. I'm really curious to see if there will be many scenes that closely resemble those from the game. From the trailer, it looks like there will be plenty of identical scenes, but we can also see completely new storylines. A brief moment later, we see Jackson. The following shot features Joel, likely with Tommy's son. He's pointing at something on a map. There were many similar moments in the game. Next, we see Joel's house. It doesn't look exactly like it did in the game, but the mailbox suggests it's the same place. One of the most faithfully recreated scenes shows Joel bringing Ellie a guitar and offering to teach her how to play. We also get a nearly identical recreation of the Jackson party scene, including Ellie dancing with Dina. The choreography is almost a perfect match, though it appears to be a mirrored version rather than a one-to-one copy. In another scene, we likely see Ellie's first encounter with a stalker. One shot resembles the moment when a stalker attacks Ellie, causing her to fall into the Seattle sewers. For the first time, we also see the scars. Ellie is probably observing them and witnessing what they do to their victims. The presence of armored vehicles suggests a return to the Fedra storyline. A later shot introduces Abby and her group, following Joel's trail. Shortly after, Abby is attacked by a horde of infected. An attack on Jackson seems to be taking place, with Tommy defending the town. This scene wasn't in the game, but visually it resembles the attack on Abby's camp. Ellie and Dina approach Seattle.
Where are we?
Another scene again features the scars. It's unclear how their storyline will unfold, but we see what might be a father and daughter. I'm not sure how this connects to Abby, Lev, and Yara, but the next shot has a color scheme strongly reminiscent of the game's visuals. This might be Ellie searching for Nora in the hospital. We also see Ellie and Jesse. This shot closely resembles one from the game. One frame shows Ellie and Dina kissing. In my opinion, this is from the theater scene, where Ellie says goodbye to Dina before heading out to find Nora. Then we see another part of Joel's birthday gift to Ellie, their trip to the Natural History Museum. Some scenes are difficult to place. One looks similar to a moment from the game, but set in a completely different context. We likely see a chase scene where Ellie is pursuing Nora. Isaac, Abby's leader, makes an appearance. A similar interrogation scene was in the game when Abby first went to meet him. One scene is tricky to identify. It shows an infected embedded in a wall. While there were many such moments in the game, it's hard to pinpoint this exact one. In a dynamic sequence, Abby is seen running from a horde of infected before encountering Joel, who saves her life. This was one of my favorite moments in the game. There's also a completely new scene that wasn't in the game. Perhaps it expands Joel's story before his confrontation with Abby. Ellie and Dina are escaping from the infected in the Seattle subway tunnels. Another scene is hard to place within the game. Similar moments were common, but it's difficult to tell who is being attacked. What's clear is that Season 2 will feature plenty of infected, something that was noticeably lacking in the first season. We also see Joel and Abby on horseback, escaping from infected toward Abby's hideout. Another moment shows Ellie capturing Nora. Anyone who played the game knows what happens next. One shot appears to depict Joel, Tommy, and Abby fleeing from infected and barricading themselves in a mountain lodge. It's likely that another scene shows Abby being captured by the scars. The character is distant and dressed differently, but the context suggests it's her. Dina lands on a mattress. This might be an intimate moment with Ellie, but it could also be a birth scene. The clip is very short, making it hard to tell. We then see Joel in action, with Abby behind him, indicating another moment where he saves her from the infected. Tommy is seen defending the town from an attack. While this wasn't in the game, the trailer confirms that such a scene will take place. One of the final shots shows Joel confessing to Ellie about what really happened at the hospital. That's all from me. I hope you enjoyed this breakdown and that I correctly identified most of the scenes. If you did, don't forget to subscribe and leave a like.